Afternoon, guy. How you feeling today?
Feeling great.
Yes, sir. Introduce yourself to the people, if you will.
Hey, I go by the name of Bigga Rankin, A&R for T.I.G. Of course, I'm the street A&R. Put more artists in the game than Phil Jackson. Just check my resume. It's longer than 75 North.
That part. Pop your shit, big dog. I heard you just say that you was born in Jamaica. I had no idea.
Yeah, I was born in Jamaica. I came to Chicago when I was younger, about 15 years old. Went to high school there and all that. And then I moved to Florida like 80, 89, 90, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm from Chicago. I had no idea you stayed in Chicago.
Yeah, man, but I'm an OG though. When I was in Chicago, man, we were going to high school. We should cut school, go to the Loop, go to Mac Vickers, and watch 3 karate movies for $175. Used to go to Jewtown and buy your watch and shit when it's time to go to the prom. You go to Jewtown and get all that shit, you know
what you know about Jewtown, big dog?
Man. Go down and get you a sausage dog or something.
A Maxwell Polo. What's up about? Hey, that's what's up.
Man, it was so cool down there. That's where we used to go buy a little, our little pants with the pockets on the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, Jewtown just had some shit that you go buy a watch in Jewtown, and by the time you get home, the second hand but it fell out.
Hell yeah, Jewtown did me in too many times.
You know, but it was cool because back then it wasn't too many murders. You know what I'm saying? It was real cool. We used to hang out. Just go to Jewtown on Saturday, hang out all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes,
go down there with $100 and you still do a little shopping.
And be straight.
So that's what it was to me. You know, that's what it was to me, being from Chicago. Those are the things I remember. Chicago's always had the best food, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The food was always good. Right?
So Chicago food better than Atlanta food?
Man, Chicago got the best food. Every time I go on tour and we bring artists to Chicago, I have to tell them to get some ribs, because they be like, we got the best ribs. No. Chicago got the best ribs. You know, I don't eat meat no more, though. But when I used to, that rib was cool.
So what's down, because I don't eat meat no more, and it's just been like 6-7 months for me. What's the spot in Atlanta that I should check out as far as vegan food?
They got a couple vegans. They got a couple vegan places. You know, it's Slutty Vegan. They got a bunch. You just got to look it up on your phone.
Got to check it out.
By me telling, I might just, my wife buy most of what I eat.
Okay.
So me telling you, I might send you something that you ain't going to like.
Yes,
she know all the good food.
So who was the first artist that, like the first big artist that rocked with you, that got you notoriety?
First big artist that rocked with me, I would say Ross.
Okay.
I mean, I had notoriety because I've been in the street breaking records, but the artist that I was moving with was Ross, and of course, Young Jeezy.
My first time hearing you was with Gucci.
Oh yeah, man. Me and Gucci do a lot. We got my biggest tape I ever did was with Gucci.
Yes,
it's still on Pandora from Zone 6 to Duval. That was crazy.
So I didn't know that you rocked with Ross before Gucci. Whole time I didn't even know Ross was out before Gucci.
Yeah, but he just didn't get as big, but he was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ross been doing his thing, but he was just underground coming up, and then he just blew. But Ross been out.
So who would you say has the best career or the most influence, Ross or Gucci? Influence. I ain't gonna say best career. I'm gonna say influence.
Be honest with you, boss. I just look at artists just like I like Michael Jordan, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm a LeBron fan, but I said Michael Jordan was a legend in his time when he was playing. LeBron a legend in his time. Okay, Ross a legend in what he do. Gucci a legend in what he do. I don't compare people. Because God just made all of us and drop us down here and tell us to do what we do.
That part. We all perfect. And all right.
That's how I look at it.
Yes, sir.
People always say the devil this and this. It's always to me, it's always God and the devil. You see that you're doing the devil shit, or you're doing blessing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's how I look at life. And a lot of people don't understand, like, growing up in my era, it wasn't that crazy like it is now. Okay, there was no smartphones, no internet, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? You had to go out there and just push yourself so people can know who you are and get to believe in you and sell yourself to them. But now it's easy because they got internet, and it make a lot of people lazy because they feel like they don't have to do the footwork anymore.
That part. Do you think it's easier to get on now than it was back then?
Yeah, it's way easier. You got the bloggers. You got too many ways for people to know who you are. It's easier, but you just got to do it the right way.
I hear that it's easier, but I think it's easier for people to get in the industry or get like known or whatever. But to have like a real longevity as far as career, it take more work because you got 100,000 motherfuckers creeping through that same door. So now you got to overshadow them people.
Well, I just think a lot of people look at it now as just a check.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to have a passion for this for it to last forever.
That part.
That's why I would tell people that success don't come to the deserving. It comes to who prepared for it. Because if you're not prepared for it, they're going to be gone anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So you just brought something to my mind. Hip hop started off as a deprived culture. We not having nothing, and then now we got a voice, so we can put these poetic words together over these beats. It went from someone having a real heart for it to it being a cash grab. Once the person realized I can make $1 million off of this, now you got the hustler in it. He's not an artist per se. He's a hustler who just so happened to know how to rap. Do you think that was a disservice to the game?
No, I think your hustle is your hustle. You know what I'm saying? I never bite nobody hustle. You feel me? Just don't hustle me.
That part.
You feel me? But I don't bite nobody hustle. Some people like, oh man, he out there, man, he be selling them tickets and fake tickets to get. But that's his hustle.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say?
Let him eat.
You know what I'm saying? When he get in trouble, he the only one got to give account for that.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to go to jail with him.
That part,
You know
yeah. You ain't got to do that.
Let people do their thing. I don't criticize people. I don't say this person, that this person. As long as you're not really molesting these kids and all that stuff, I really don't get into, just sizing up people like, oh, he's better than him or he is this or he is that. I feel like, man, if you're the cameraman and you're in Chicago, you're the legend in your zone.
That part,
this cameraman down here doing this, he a legend in his zone. Quit comparing us, man. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta quit comparing each other to each other.
So what I noticed from what you just said, and it holds true with the successful people who got real longevity, it's not a situation to where we comparing this man and this man. We just letting that man live. Every person that I've noticed who got that real foundation up under them sound like you. Like, man, I ain't really worried about how he moving. More power to him. Just do your thing. Just don't get in my way.
If you see a person driving a Maybach and all, you don't know what he's doing to drive that Maybach.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what he's doing. You don't know where he sold his soul for. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be jealous and you can't be made to go do your thing. Cause God got something for everybody, dog. All of us got this certain talent. Some of us find it when we're 7, 8 years old, 12 years old. Some of us find it when we're 40-something years old. But he to make sure you got that talent. You know what I'm saying?
There's something dropped in all of us.
Whether you're going to be a bookkeeper, a rapper, an R&B singer, a tractor trailer driver. You know what I'm saying? All of us got these talents, man.
Yes, sir.
But a lot of people just always watch what other people got. But what other people have, really, it's just like, you might see me and be like, I want to hang with dog or he'll stop. But you don't know when I was running to the end zone and got my leg broke and my ribs broke. All you know is my story. All you know is the glory. You don't know my story. And you don't ask for my story. You just come on and cling on to the glory.
How can I shine with you type of thing? Not how can I help you through the story part.
And that's not cool.
Not at all.
That's not cool. We are here to live, man, and we are here to learn. But I feel like, as black people, I feel like the stuff we go through in the hood and growed up and all this stuff, every black man need to go see a therapy.
I actually agree with that. I definitely do.
Take some of this stuff off on. Because we have a big knapsack on our back that we tow for years. And it just get heavy and heavy and heavy. It's just like a woman. If you live with a woman, and every time you argue, then y'all make back up. One thing about a woman now, she keep everything in her heart just like a hard drive. Why you been done forget about it now? You done smoking some weed and done, yeah, we had sex, man, we back cool, man. I kill her with that shit last night, we good. But she keep it there. And then one day that shit just overflow.
No, I hear you loud and clear.
And she would never love, she don't want to, because love only come around once, man.
That real stuff.
I'm telling you, whenever you have a woman that loves you, you make her hate you, man. That's like Saddam Hussein, man.
That's what's up, big dog. I definitely appreciate the jewels you dropped with what you said about the therapy for black men. We do need it. I did want to ask your perspective coming from where you're coming from. Jamaica is perceived to be even more grittier than the slums of America. Would you say it's better or worse? That would you rather be there or here, even if you had the money or not?
If I had the bread back then, even now, I'd rather live in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? But I love the United States. I'd rather go there and spend, like, I'm going to start going back now and spending. The older I get, the more I want to go back and have my farm and stuff. I had to spend more time because it's fresh. Your food is fresh all the time. Everything is just fresh.
Yeah.
You go take a shower in the waterfall, you know. In
real nature, shit like that, yeah.
And everything's cool, but I love America, and God bless America, because, you know, I came here and made life. And I respect that. I
asked because you brought up the trauma thing. I think a lot of trauma that we go through in America comes from, like, the way the system America is set, the way the American system is set up. It's not set up to boost what we are and boost how creative you are. It's set up to milk you for what you are. Go to work every day, do this every day, and just milk you over and over again. And when I travel, I do see, like, people actually living, like, for real, like, really getting to live, not working to live, if you know what I mean.
But a lot of black people just feel like that's what. See, we go work and get these houses that cost so much money, and these car notes that cost so much money. A lot of people don't understand. Sometimes just to go to the Bahamas might just cost you $1,000 for the weekend.
You would never forget that.
$4,000.
And that $1,000 you spent for the weekend, you would never forget it.
I watched my parents didn't go nowhere. They took us. We in Chicago. We go to Great America or something like that. But they didn't take vacations. They just work themselves to death. Man, you gotta take vacations, man. You gotta go to a nice restaurant, go buy yourself some nice clothes, put it on, man. You gotta spoil yourself, be selfish, you know what I'm saying? And people don't do that. I seen most of the younger people doing that now. They're going out the country. They're going, you know what I'm saying? They got, man, most of these young dudes, they had no passport. Now all of them got their passport. That shit looks so cool.
Yeah, I love that.
They be everywhere taking pictures. That's how we, because our parents didn't live like that.
Do you realize how influential you are?
I'll be honest to you about my brother. Everybody always tell me, like, what would you want to be when you finish the I say, I always want to be a preacher. But here's my catch. I don't want to be appointed. I want to be anointed.
That part.
I don't want to just go to school to be a preacher. I want it. It's just like if my best friend died and I walk up to speak on him and I'm reading off a piece of paper. He wasn't my best friend if I had to write it down.
That it's in the heart.
You know what I'm saying? It got to come right off. It got to pitch right off, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I do what I do with this camera. I want to get the perspective of people like yourself. It's real from the heart. You know what I mean? Like you say, that was a great analogy. If my homie died, I don't need this paper. I don't need no script because I'm talking from the heart. And that's when I said earlier, okay, the people who are rising to the top are the real authentic ones. Yeah. The people who don't need to write it down. The people who use life and time and life as their art and just scope through that time versus let me trace this line.
And that's how you gotta talk to your kids too. You know, you gotta tell them straight up, like, I'm not the strongest man, but I'm damn sure ain't the weakest. I'm not the smartest, but I ain't the dumbest. In between that, I'm gonna teach you all I know. You feel where I'm coming from?
Yes, sir.
Cause like I have my grandson right now. He's 15, and you know he was at
the house. You got a 15-year-old grandson? He look good on you, big dog.
Man, I'm 60 years old, boss.
Well, goddamn, go crazy, big homie.
No, I'm just saying, I got a grandson, 50, and he was giving his mama some product. You know, the young kids right now. So I just called him, like, hey, you live in Florida. I said, I'm coming to get him. Now, I could have got on the phone and say, nigga, straight up, I'm going to bust your ass. I could go down and slap him around. But if I can't help you, I'm not going to touch you. If I can't help you, I'm not going to touch you. And that's what goes on with a lot of the brothers now. Man, that old young ass, bad ass. If you can't help him, don't cuss him out. Leave him the fuck alone. Because you're not helping him, cussing him out.
You're wasting both our time at this point.
Not, you gotta be able to help these kids, man, and stop cussing them out, saying how bad they is, and go help them. Take them under your wing. Teach them what your mom, ain't no OGs teaching them like the OGs teach us. So you go teach them. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, nigga walking around with big time Jordans on and the kid ain't got no damn shoes and he feel proud. You know, it's shit.
One reason I want to interview you, because like I said, you're so influential. And when you mentioned the passport thing, I don't know if you realize the cause and effect of what you did. Just getting on a speaker talking about Bigga Rankin or DJing or doing the mixtapes for Ross and all them, that let kids know that it could be done. I could be a rapper. I could be the DJ. I could be the producer. Just by you existing and living in your hustle, you show somebody else that you can get it done too.
My job is to get the young niggas out the street before they crack and trick them out the streets.